Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is time for me to attempt an Upcycled Fashions video. I'm scared about this one, like severely worried. But I'm in a good mood. I think I can handle difficult. I don't even know if it's going to be difficult. My fear is that I just have no clue as to what I'm doing. I did try to find a couple videos to help me, but there's a weird thing about me. I cannot look at YouTube unless I am in bed with my iPad. My attention span just can't take it. I try to watch videos. I've tried to have them on in the background. I just can't. I can't do it. It's like I can't do it. Have I made myself clear? I think when I'm up and busy, I just don't have what it takes to stop and focus on something like that. I'm just too manic most of the time, and I've just got to be on the go, go, go all the time. I did find a couple of videos that kind of were like what I wanted to do, and I learned absolutely nothing. First of all, they're like young teenage girls or 20-something-year-olds who just cut to music and put things together, and I just don't feel like following and paying that close of attention. Then I found two videos that I thought looked promising, but what they really do is just take the clothing completely apart and then they use pattern pieces and they cut pieces. That's not like just taking the clothing and, making a couple of snips and turning it into something else. So, boy, I've already talked so much. I am a little manic today. This is from Diane in Maryland. I believe this came from the box that Skylar and I opened together when Skylar was here. Hi, Diane. I am going to take this pair of Capri pants and turn them into a jacket of some kind that I hope is wearable by someone. So let me tell you a little bit about the pants. They did have an elastic waist, but have you ever had the elastic that, kind of stopped stretching? We don't need it to stretch for the jacket. It does have a drawstring, which doesn't do too much. Well, it does go all the way around, though, if somebody wanted to tighten the waist of the jacket, because this is going to be the waist of the jacket, I think. Going to be like turning them upside down and trying something. My thing that I don't know for sure is whether or not I'll be able to leave the front attached. I might have to cut that, and if I do, I'm not in the mood to take this zipper out and put another zipper in or do buttons or anything, so it could just be like a little open jacket. I know you guys want me to do closures and zippers, but I don't think today is the day that I want to tackle that. I'm aiming for a pullover, but again, I don't know. I also don't know if I'm going to have enough fabric, since these are Capri, to do what I want, so I may have to introduce another article of clothing if needed. But let's just go over to my sewing table and see if we can attempt this, see if I can succeed, and that not too many filthy words come flying out of my mouth. Let's go. I do not pretend in any way that I think I know what I'm doing, because I don't. I am not a clothing designer. But I've got these draped upside down on my dress form. And what I'm thinking is I might just leave this like a caftan style and add the legs to here and create a sleeve. Of course, this is still, front and back together here. One side will be on the other side. I'm such a good teacher. I am thinking that, this will be cut, and I'm going to have some fabric here to just fold over and sew to make like a finished edge around the front of the neck. I'd even like it if it puckered out like that a little bit. Hopefully just a round neck in the back, and some sleeves, and we're golden. I'm not even really sure if these pins here help me, except I guess it's to let me know that that's how far I want the front of the neck to be. So maybe we can start with that, and then I'll have a hole there, and I can put it back on my dress form to see how I want the back to look. Ah, I'm better at this than I thought. I'm going to, I guess, fold this just so I can know where to start and stop. Like a little snip and stick my scissors in there. Oh, I hope I'm not screwing this up. Okay, that wasn't that bad. I'm going to go put this on my dress form again. I don't know why I thought I was going to have extra pant legs to sew on as sleeves when that's the end of the pant leg. You know, this might be as easy as just cutting a hole in the crotch and putting this upside down and leaving the pant legs as they are. It's a little bit bulky in the waist area, but let's look at the back first. So this is the crotch, and I have it inside out so I can pin, and I'm just going to like gather this so that the neck is not so wide. I kind of cut the neck a little bit wider than I wanted, but that's an easy fix. See, I just pinned it like this so I know about how much of that I have to take off. I'm just going to go ahead and cut here, just about like this. All right, I'm going to go sew this. I am just going to sew from this part where the pants are still sewn together up to the neckline. That looks pretty smooth. I don't see like any visible kind of pucker. So we're going with that. Do I want to close the neckline up a little bit or not? I think I do. The neckline to me is a little too big. I was seriously thinking that this could be actually left like this. You could put your head in here. This hangs as the sleeves. I mean, it would absolutely be doable, but it's so much fabric under the arms that it's just, yeah, I don't like it. So I have to think of how I'm going to cut this. I need to think. I am going to just take the dive and see if I can do this. I'm thinking I'm going to make the shoulder at a slant, and then here make an armhole, and it'll just be like a dropped shoulder. I don't know. I don't know the terms. I need to study. But I have a vision in my head, and then I can attach what's left here, I hope. Oh dear. Let's just do this. What was the plan? Should I draw it? I should, shouldn't I? So that's the neck. I still have to think. I'm thinking that neck should even be still smaller. Maybe I'll have a scrap where I cannot have that be a V. Maybe we'll end up with some kind of a scrap. I could not for the life of me figure out how I needed to cut the legs to make that shoulder. So I put this on again on the dress form, and now I can see I have to sew this way, and I can start right at the neck where the neck begins. That's going to show me where I need to cut. I think we're on to something. I can see that this is where I want my shoulder. I'm going to go ahead and just draw with a pencil, take these pins out, and I'm going to have it, well, I'm going to have it go down like this a little bit more and extend to here. And then I'm going to kind of go like this, and then I'm going to just even this out this way. I won't lose the pocket, but I will get rid of some of this bulk. Maybe I could go this way. I want it to be certainly roomy enough. Alright, I am just going to cut and hope that I'm doing something okay. Here we go. I have like 10 different choices of lines. Gee, a seam allowance would have been nice. I didn't do that, did I? Oh my goodness me. Well, it kind of looks like a good shape. Now I have to kind of figure out how to do the other side the same. And I will use this as the pattern. That's gonna work, approximately. And that's all we care about, right? Approximations? Alright, I'm just going, I don't even know exactly how to do that part. good enough. I have to figure out a sleeve. I am thinking again. This is not at all how a sleeve is put together, but I'm going with the shapes that I have. I am going to continue this line to here, and then I'm going to just cut this way. Now let's see, cut this way. This could be my biggest fail yet. Let me cut this sleeve out of this sleeve now. Just try to match this up. I could be using my rotary cutter. At least I have scraps for the V-neck in the back. This is so terrible. Alright, good enough. Now what the hell am I doing? Holy shit. Okay, I have to stitch this part of the sleeve, and then we're going to put the sleeves on there. At this point, I am just going to concern myself with whether or not I'm sewing on the right side of the fabric. I don't care if things are matched up or not. We're just going for it. I'm going to sew the top of this sleeve part. Make sure I caught it on both sides, and I did. Other one. Now I'm bringing this guy in. I guess I will sew the top, like the shoulder, on top of the shoulder next. Okay, that's weird. I don't want a weird pointy thing like that. I can fix that later. This, I think, is going to have to be like rounded off. That's an easy fix after the fact. Let's get the stinking sleeves on here. Oh, right sides together. Does it matter which one is on which side? Don't think so. Not in my world it doesn't. But I do want right sides together. This is going to go here. So let's pin that together right there. That's where the top of the sleeve hits the shoulder. Let's see what I have for lines here. It's not the exact shape I need. I could recut this a little bit, but you know what? I think I'm going to do okay. See if I can make this fit. Pretty sure I can. I am going to just take a little tiny corner out of here. Let's see, to match this shape. I'm going to put that here like this. And I'm going to cut this, and I will do the same on the other side. Make sure you remind me. Okay, let's sew these two things together. See how I'm doing here. Oh, I hope this turns out okay. Those fucking pins. Oh, you don't know how mad they make me. I hate pins so much. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, it was for my mother. Okay, so before I get all the way down here, we have to remember to take that little part out. This is cut so crooked, but I know this is supposed to be like, you know, kind of like that, you know, nice and even-ish to there. Match this little point to here, there, and there. Just gotta cut like there to there. Do remember that I have no clue what I'm doing. There are no clues. Okay, we have something that resembles a sleeve. Now, before I start this side, I'm going to go ahead and cut that little shape out of both here, both of these. I don't really remember, though, how it was supposed to be. Something like that. I don't know. Good enough. Okay, same old, same old. We are going to match up the top of the sleeve to the shoulder seam, right sides together. And then I put a stupid pin in there so I can hurt myself again. How do I want to do this? I want to do this with the jacket part down. What the hell am I doing? Okay, I want to start. I'm so petrified of that pin. I'm not gentle, like if I grab fabric, I grab it, and if there's a pin there, it goes in my skin. Wait a second, you guys. Am I indeed sewing right sides together? I'm gonna be so pissed if I'm not. I'm not. Oh my God, I'm so mad. Gotta take it all apart. How did I screw that up? It's the only thing I needed to be paying attention to. Okay, that's the right side, and that's not the right side. Fuck. Here we go. Gotta rip everything out and start over. Ripping isn't really all that horrible. Okay, so let me start again. This is the right side facing up. Now this little guy, right side facing down. I don't know if I really did have it wrong. Seems like I would have known when I put this intersection together. I would have noticed that. Oh well, we're doing it again anyway, because we have to, because I took it all apart. I know I'm doing it right this time. Doesn't mean it's going to look good, just means that it's on the right side of the fabric. Why do I get so confused? That's the wrong side. Okay, you know what? I think I had it right before and I was confused by the looks of the pocket. Oh well. Little seam ripping for nothing never hurt anyone. Let me just look at this. Alright, I turned it right side out, and now what we have left is we have to sew this part of the side of the shirt and then the underarm. So I'm going to turn it back inside out, and even though it's ill-fitting, it will not be as ill-fitting as it was. We aim for the least ill-fitting possible. Other side. I am going to go put this on the dress form inside out so I can see what I have to do about those pointy shoulders I created. I am going to have to do some weird trimming here because I don't care for the way this came out. I don't really know how to fix it in an easy way. I think I'm going to have to cut that seam that I had sewed before, and I need to just even that out. I have no clue what I'm doing. So let's do the same on this side. Cut where I sewed before. And even that out. This is the back. We have to fix that. So why don't we put a V thing there that we kind of wanted to do anyway, and then maybe I can figure out how I want to finish this. So let's work on that for a second. I have some fabric. Something like this looks good. I could even match up that seam, kind of, sort of. I'm going to fold it at that seam and then, make it symmetric. Symmetric. Make a symmetric V. I'm going to sew there and then turn that like that and sew there. Not fun! I think I hear thunder. You don't know how much that excites me. Alright, I'm just putting that point there, putting my needle down, and I have to start on this side. The first side is always easiest. Yep, it's official. There's thunder. I don't know how long I have been working on this, but it was daylight and it's turning to darkness now. Now I'm just going to turn into the other side of that V. You do know this is not a tutorial, right? You're not going to learn from me any more than I learned from the videos I watch. Well, that's not the world's most professional back of a neck, but that's not bad. Geez, that's pretty good. I could even do some top stitching there if I wanted to be fancy pants. Not going to do that. Really should have made the armholes deeper. So regret that. this front here, I know I'm just going to hem that. Now, all this bullshit, what the hell are we doing with that? Ugh. I'm just going to have to round out this back. See, it would have been nice if that could have been higher. Can I put another piece of fabric there and not have that look completely weird? Oh boy, that looks very weird. I could just make it a, you know, just a rounded neck in the back. We don't care. My mannequin won't mind. So I'm just going to make this like somewhat rounded here. I see lightning. So exciting. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. Am I going to just hem that and make that be a very weird collar? I am. The thunder is encouraging me to be crazy. I'm going to do some kind of weird thing here with this collar. There's going to be like an open flap in the front. Project Runway, I'm not ready. I am going to start by just, you don't need to know. Just gonna hem the front to the back here. I almost think this wouldn't have been half bad, but I really needed to make the sleeves deeper. And I'm sad that I didn't do that. All right, so we just hemmed the back. And we have that nice little V in there that we did. And now I'm going to hem this very weird neck in the front. I'm just gonna hem it, and then I will see what it looks like. Okay, that's just some very weird neck. There could be some kind of a little tie or something. I don't know. Maybe a drawstring should have gone there. Or maybe it can just be a new style. I'm gonna press this and I'm putting it on my mannequin. These sleeves are just not going to work. So close, but yet so far. For some reason, you know, I just didn't go out, you know, deep enough, and I didn't put enough room for the underarm. I honestly think I'm going to have to take this sleeve, cut this open and this open, attach like this, and it will be like a caftan type sleeve. That's the only thing I can think of to make room there. So let me think. Again. I'm probably going to ruin it even more, but at this point I really feel like I don't have much of a choice. I only want to open this to the cuff. I want the cuff to be sticking out. And I'm going to just fold this here to here, put the seams together, just so I know how much I have to cut. And I'm just going to cut this. Ugh. And just sew those things together like that. Just to make a whole nice big loose underarm. Doing the same to the other side. And then we seriously have to worry about that neckline that I created. But I can't get past the sleeves right now. For God's sakes! Back to the sewing machine. I knew this was going to wear me out, but I did not know it was going to take me friggin' hours. I don't like to waste time. I have so much other stuff to do. Now, all I have to do, right? No. Okay, I don't want to just sew up what I just undid. I want to sew this to this. Yes, that's what I want to do. To make like a little caftan type sleeve. I couldn't even, you know, begin to want to show you what I had for a mess. What the hell? How come I don't know what I'm doing? This has to match up with that. This has to match up like that. I'm losing my mind. I do believe I have this right. Oh, I think I did what I was trying to accomplish. Same here now. Just wish it wasn't so late. I am completely worn out. I feel like I just ran a marathon. And the mental anguish. Here's the thing, I ended up liking this. I'm so glad I redid the sleeves. I do not like the neckline, but if I were to do this again, and I may, I would know better how to do the sleeves from the get-go, and I could concentrate better on a different kind of neckline. This one will do. It's kind of like a sexy little bomber jacket pullover kind of thing. I don't know. But it is a cool way to create a pullover where you don't have to do any of the waist, you know, the hem or anything. So let's go look at it in the way I wish I would have showed you the sleeves before, but I was so disgusted and I just knew I have to hurry up and fix these, so I didn't want to undo my camera, bring it over there, all that stuff. I can't believe I have to edit this nightmare. Let's go look at it. I do like, don't love, but I do like. A little bit love. I'm starting to love it. You might remember the little skirt. That was also an upcycled fashion. I will link to it down below. Here's the little jacket. The thing is like I said, I don't care for the neckline. I could, if I wanted to, you know, redo it. Or I could just put like a decorative button there. I was going to do that. I don't want to do that right now. Then I do kind of like it, you know, left open. Kind of cute, kind of sexy. You know, I don't dislike that way at all. I can't really show you the sleeves, but you can see that the armhole now goes all the way down to here, so it's all free-fitting, and I like that. See the long seam? Very happy with that. And I was going to do something with the pockets, but I realized this is still functional to at least put your hands in the pockets if you wanted to. You would not be able to put anything in the pockets because it would fall out. But what I was going to do was sew this and then just cut a hole here and, you know, hem it, and it would have made a new pocket. Well, I would have done it this way. And I still might, but I'm so worn out and I just don't want to ruin it. When I got this on her and I sort of kind of liked it, I thought I should stop. I moved her just for you. It is very dark this way, but look, that looks kind of cute. Almost looks professional. And you can see how it just fits nice. Totally can be a pullover. All right, I'm starting to really, really like this. I mean, look how the sleeves came out so nice. And even this seam up here that I had such a hard time with, look at that. It just, you know, doesn't pucker or anything. The little intersection matches right up. And we have, the, you know, the little sleeve, you know, is sticking out. You know, I will tell you that I'm probably most proud of this one. I've made other things that I liked better, but I think this one was so out of my comfort zone, and I really like it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in love with the collar, and so much could be done to fix that or make it better next time. And, you know, maybe I will do another one at some point. See, I don't like that. It looks like, I don't know. All right, girls and my few boys, I'm so tired, and now I have to edit this. I do appreciate so much that you watch my upcycled fashions. Those of you who hate quilting, I hope that you at least like these, because I go through a lot to do these videos. This is like my most stressful series ever, but I do enjoy it. I do love pushing myself to do something different. So I hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye!